Suta.
And welcome back to Straight Up Movie Reviews.
The movie which we are going to review today is
Inferno, the most awaited movie, Hollywood, Bollywood. Bollywood mainly because Irrfan Khan is acting.
and it's a pre-release in India and it's a fourth installment
of the series of book by Dan Brown based on the
series of Professor Robert Langdon. And it's the third movie which has been converted.
Yeah, they skipped on the third book, maybe, I don't know.
The Lost Symbol,
Yeah,
they skipped it and they directly turned the movie into fourth part, which is Inferno.
Yes.
And actually I don't know whether they're gonna make the Lost Symbol in the cinematic version or not.
Never know.
Like, they made this movie not simple.
Simple banaya, and they casted Irrfan Khan and they targeted the Bollywood audience, which is quite large.
And Irrfan Khan has done a very decent acting in this movie, and it's done better than what he does in Bollywood.
We could not say decent, maybe because of his character, maybe the role
he was not
like quite calm and cool type of person, but deadly.
There was nothing much to go about it. He had to make it simple and impactful because he was giving a very important role in that. Tom Hanks was very good, but he couldn't stand out, I believe.
Yeah, he did not stand out like the previous two movies.
He has seen the last two movies, Da Vinci Code and
Angels and Demons.
I haven't seen
which were like quite good movies. Although they were controversial, they were quite good. I don't know. They should keep an open mind about it while releasing movies and all.
No, but it actually gets very worst when it comes to it. People basically feel like Indian censor boards are actually problematic.
Indian censor boards are like much worse compared to...
much worse, but we have to keep we should not harm the censor board of other people. They have to take control on it. They don't want to get into controversies. Like, they're not Indian people who always want to get into controversies. They keep that tone.
Yeah, previous movies had a bit of violence. Why do you say violence? But you could say it's where few were little bit disturbing or some, you might say.
You may know, but I haven't seen it, so I have no idea about it. So I think Ben Foster was one of the guys who actually came out. He had a very less role. He's the main villain, but
main villain who plans out.
He plans out everything. I just don't reveal the story. Let's not be the spoiler. And it's gonna be a good movie. The girl in that movie,
Felicity Jones. Yeah. She comes in as a dark horse. Like,
okay, you don't have to reveal that again.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
But she comes in as a dark horse. क्या बोल गया अभी dark horse बोल गया.
ठीक है, people you still expect you use your brains. Try to be like you haven't listened to Prashant and he hasn't spoiled the twist, so it's okay.
And you won't notice it. Like, she acted quite good.
I think so. People will be disappointed by this movie. The previous two parts were better.
The pace has been like quite slowed down if you compare it to the previous two movies.
I felt the pace was good because it was a very mysterious movie and you let the audience like grasp things, so it has to be in a slow manner. You can't have to be pacey just because there was not more action scenes, but there were action scenes, more of a chase sequences.
Yeah.
But I think it was required. The pace was slowed down was required.
As per content, if you look at the previous two movies, this was lacking quite a bit.
So you can't have expectations for this movie because if you're gonna have high expectations on this movie, you'll surely be disappointed.
Like, you have to watch this movie as a brand new chapter.
Yeah, I watched it like a brand new chapter. I liked it, but not that much. It was like okay and good. Kind of, I would confuse between okay and good.
As per me, I didn't find that movie as per that
expectations. What do you find that what went wrong? I think the story content was good.
The content was really based on the pace was similar. The story was controversial things were going on, but as per the action and all, it was lacking a little bit of the action part and the mystery part, as far as he finds out or something.
Actually, I felt I was watching this for the first time, this kind of series. So it was not what we say engaging to the audience because it has lots of renaissance period of lots of mysteries. So actually, I was actually able to connect because I have made a documentary on Renaissance. So I knew lots of Dante and Donatello and lots of Da Vinci Code and lots of things of stuff. So I could have connected to it then. But I think the normal audience who doesn't have the knowledge, especially the Bollywood audience who lack slightly audience about this, they won't find engaged.
People who don't know about the previous two movies or the Dan Brown series, who are fresh into this movie and don't know, they're not a curious mind on the mystery and the
they will feel like he is doing the thing. Let him do. जो बोलेगा हम मान लेंगे भाई. हाँ भाई mystery solve है. तो गलत mystery solve करनी चल रहा है.
Like,
Basic mystery solve.
this movie is not for everybody's palate.
It's, you need to have a backstory of this thing.
Not a backstory, like,
Like a
even
Reliance
if you are
thing,
even if you are going as a fresh, you need a curious mind as what is this, like you have like adventurous mind, like kya hai, what
yeah,
is
you
this?
need to predict. The movie
Yeah.
overall, I find it predictable.
Yeah.
More or less, I could predict things.
It was predictable.
Like, I can't solve the mystery for and the
We could-
riddles.
We
But
could have foreseen the outcomes.
I feel like climax also was
Most
not
of the
bad.
outcomes were foreseen.
And ठीक है, I could predict that this is gonna happen, this is not gonna happen. But it was very similar story in a straight line, I would say. And you said this is third part.
Yeah,
and it has to be more complicated.
It has like, although it's the third part, I said it was not like engaging and good as the previous two movies. As far as me, as I love the previous movies, the interest was never lost, I would say.
What do you think? What went wrong actually? Content, writing,
The writing,
direction, editing. What do you think?
I don't know what went wrong, but I would say the pace is like, what to say, it was lacking something which wasn't there in the people, like maybe the violence.
Actually, if you actually blame pace, then it's a fault of our director and the editor as well.
Okay.
But
So, it was like lacking, like action scenes were there, but it was not that much.
you don't remember anything
Yeah.
like catchy. It's nothing
Like
worth
previous-
remembering. Yeah, action
Yeah,
scenes.
those movies are like
Very
full of
simple.
action scenes, like
Simple
killing
acting
and
and all
everything, blood and everything, blood, gore.
But
there was
actually,
violence.
background score was good and it actually saved the movie from
Yeah,
a lot of
background
times.
score was given by Hans Zimmerman.
Hands on my
Yeah,
Batman.
अच्छा बनाया.
So it was and direction को कुछ बोलना नहीं था.
You found the direction good.
I found the direction okay. It was not great, but the making such complicated movie. It's a complicated movie.
It's a very complicated movie. Like,
So
you have to really, if you go by the book, you have to really work out through the backstory. You have to really go to those places, like written by them.
So if a director can make that movie look it very simple and the straight line, I think so it's a hats off to the director. I believe.
Yeah.
So I can't. People are gonna blame the director because the pace is low and they like it's not up to the mark as you
It
say.
was like, I wouldn't say the pace was slow. It was like going in a steady way. You wouldn't lose
linear
interest.
mind. Like I
lose
feel that
interest.
if you make a complicated movie, it has to be on linear because you don't want the audience to get confused into the movie. It wants you to understand. So let if the audience get totally confused, you'll fuck off the theater. Why would you see it? Like it's just brainstorming his mind. Like lovely. He wants to make it simple. He wants the audience to be engaged. He wants the audience to be what do you say, love the movie, so that he will make it simple. And so he at the end he wants the audience to understand the movie. That's why he made it.
This movie like took more of a detective kind of
Kind of approach.
The other movies were like he was a detective kind of a thing, but there was more action put into it. This is more like a detective and him finding places, like trying to look for places and going through places.
It was sort of about I find very potholes in the movie. I couldn't connect it. It was like happening like anything at times because he used to drive here because he's a guy who is people are searching for and you can't have a passport and all that shit you're carrying with him, and anytime he wants to travel, there's somebody who's helping him. However, so there's no explanation for that.
I would say the start of the movie made all the more of the difference.
The start was gripping. The movie was gripping, I think so. I find it very gripping.
The start was like lots of graphic scenes were put in the start. You'd like to confuse you, lost his memory and everything. Starts as a really like a open blank space.
Yeah. For the audience like me who's a fresher, he feels like this is the start of the movie.
Yeah.
So he's like, this is a movie which I'm like, when he said that it was a third part, I'm like, I'm not gonna understand. Or maybe I'm gonna understand because I've done these things quite a while.
Actually, none of the three parts are actually interconnected.
So, what do you find? The first half was good?
First half was, I don't say good, but it was okay. I would say I found the overall movie okay.
Okay. How many stars do you want to give this to?
I would like to give around 2.5.
Yeah, I also go for 2.5 stars for this movie, and people with high expectation going to the theater are gonna get disappointed.
I wouldn't say disappointed.
Slightly disappointed.
Slightly.
Yeah, slightly
Zyada disappointed.
But take it. Like when you're in the theater, you're gonna like it. Just when you come out of the theater, you feel like yeah, maybe I didn't like it.
Thank you guys for watching Straight Up Movie Reviews. Please hit the like button, share us, subscribe to our channel. Let us know in the comment section below if you skipped out on few points which you didn't cover in the movie, if you did any mistakes, anything to make our review
Please do
better.
correct us.
Yes.
We are very humble
Anything
person.
to make our review better.
If you want us to review any other movies,
Yes.
Italian,
We
Japanese,
are doing
Spanish,
this just for you guys. If you want better review from us, please let us know in the
what
comment
can
section
we
below.
do better
Yes.
to make you feel that
Yeah,
we have done
what
a
can
better
we
review?
improve? हम लोग कॉमेडी सेंस तो उतना है नहीं.
बहुत बकवास है
हाँ,
यार, मतलब ऐसे
तो-
लोग को रखेंगे तो कॉमेडी सेंस बहुत बकवास है.
बराबर.
अभी क्या बोलने का, छोड़ो जाने दो. अभी चलो, we'll meet you next week, and
Yes.
if you want us to review any other movie, you can tell us next week release as well.
Yes.
और पहले से बता दो कौन सी रिलीज करना है. हम तो एक ही मूवी करने वाले भाई,
हाँ.
जो टॉप हिट लगेगी हमको अपने हिसाब से. क्या
बिजी रहते हैं.
भाई हम आजकल बिजी हो गए, जब से
हाँ.
जस्टिस बियॉन्ड हिट हुई ना हमारी, हम बहुत बिजी हो गए.
Yes,
अब
Justice
आज भी
Beyond-
4-5 कॉल आते हैं.
Yes, Justice Beyond, our new short film. If you haven't seen it, the link will be in the description below, or you'll
You
find
can watch it.
Yeah.
I'll make your link visible.
Something
You
over
can
here.
click on it.
You'll make something over here. Just click. You can click on it.
You can directly watch
Yeah.
the movie. It's a great movie, and we got lots of praises on this movie. And
Maybe you can make a review on that movie as well.
if we
Yes.
want review on that movie,
Yeah.
so if you want us to review, we'll make it. That's a different thing. But I'll be happy if you guys review.
Yes, if you guys reviewed on.
Somebody come on, take a charge, yeah. Come on, every time. Why should we review everything, yeah? Like, come on. Chalo, we'll meet you next week.
Until next time.